Alrighty guys, so how's she going today? So today is Sunday. And of course got the cat hanging out. So I got Big Red in the shop. They're calling for rain today too. Looks like it's coming. Moving in. Mustache finally mowed yesterday. He did the whole thing surprisingly. So what to do, right? Anyways. Big Red, vroom vroom. Finally greased them up. The best that I could do. My hands are still greasy and shit too, but having this tool on, this little 90-degree bender dewey, does help for most of them. I was able to get to all the ones in the back, and of course in a couple in the front here, but the ones I'm never ever going to get to. Ooh, I hurt my knee doing that. Ooh, that's not good. Okay, maybe better not do that anymore. Oh, hurt my knee doing that. Is this one right here. There's a grease nipple behind this bar somewhere in there. No fucking clue. There's another one right here behind this bar. You have no way. How'd they put the freaking nipple on the reverse side of it? Fuck that. There's no way in hell I'm ever greasing that. Actually, I could have greased those, I guess. No, actually, I think this one here I can get to, as long as I use the 90-degree bender. This one, I doubt it. I don't know. But there's some of them that I'm never ever going to ever get to. So I'm going to probably... I took my damn shop towels back. Fuck. I'm just not thinking today, boys. I'm just not in the mood for this. Because I'm sick of it. Fuck, I don't need the towels anyway. Of course, you see, I put a new tube of grease in. I tell you, there's one thing I hate about fucking greasing is that I'm always running out. This tube never lasts. I'm always swapping them out. Whoa. I'm swapping them out every year. And the main reason is why I'm always running out is because either this thing or the other thingy. See, there's two of them on there, right? But this is just so you can have the 90-degree bend on it. Never goes on the nipples right, or on the zerks. It never goes on them right at all. So then I always end up wasting grease, and then I get pissed off, and then I get frustrated. So I'm gonna try to get this one from behind. And that's another thing too. The hoses are not fucking long enough. I don't know where to look. So, ew, what's that? Oh, for fuck's sake. And then of course, then you always end up getting shit too, you know. Like, really? This is getting to be unacceptable in my books. You know. No one seems to help out with where to look for these sons of bitches. The right attachments I need. So, if I happen to break my 2010 Polaris Sportsman 850, and it's because I couldn't grease something, I'm going to blame you motherfuckers. Because you guys don't... I mean, I don't know where to look. If I knew where to look, I wouldn't be asking. You guys should fucking know, you know. Some of you guys have been around longer than me. And you guys know where the fuck to look. I don't, you know. Say something. I'm really getting pissed off not having to be able to, you know. I don't know if that's even greasing it, honestly. No, it's not even greasing it. Yeah, see, that's just a waste of grease. That's just not going to work for me. Because I end up wasting more grease than anything else. Look at that. I'm just covered in crap again. I'm sick of it. I'm not taking the tires off. I shouldn't have to fucking do that. It's not... I don't know what the fuck Polairs thinks when they make these fucking machines, but it's going to be probably the last time I want a fucking Polairs. You know, I mean, my John Deere's easier to grease than this. You know. And I think on the other side there's a jerk that they put on, like, the opposite side, and how are you ever going to get to that, you know? Like, I'm done. I'll grease what I can grease, but that's it. If you know, the top A-arms blow out, they blow out then. Fuck it. I'll just take it to Polairs, and that guy can replace them. And then I'm going to say, well, you guys ain't making them, you know, easy to grease, you know? I mean, that one nipple, or that one upper A-arm, I think it was this side or the other side, I can never get to it. I think it's actually on both sides that I can't get to them. There's two upper A-arms, well, not two, but they go out on their own, you know, like different branches, so to speak. And, like, one I can grease, and the other one I can't grease. I can get the lower ones okay, as long as I got this thing on, you know. This makes it easier, of course, but forget about it. I'm done. You know, I mean, if Polairs can't build them right, and if you guys won't help me find tools that I need, well, then I'm not going to bother anymore. Fuck it, because I don't know where to look, you know. And I know that Double Strikes found me some hoses and stuff, you know, and for this, well, see, the thing is, the hoses he showed me, I think, were too thin. See, this is a thick hose, right? And I don't even know what size hose this is, because it doesn't even say, I don't think. And if it did, it's no longer there now. So, you know, I mean, I don't know where to look. I wanted to just maybe put an extension on this and then get it, you know, to have a longer one, but I don't think they really, and that wouldn't make much sense, because you would have a, well, it would, because you would have a breakaway here, too, so then you could go back to your short hose again. But I don't mind a long hose. I need a long hose. Because this is just, you know, not acceptable in my book, you know. I don't know how, I don't know what you guys do to make it so damn easy, but it's hard for me, so. Oh, my hands are just shit, too, and I see why some people wear gloves. You know, those rubber glove things, you know, so you don't get shit all over your hands. And if I don't get it on my hands, I would get it on my clothes, or I would get it on the machine, you know. I don't care if I get it on the machine, it just makes it look uglier, but what, you know, fuck, whatever. You buy them to break them, I guess, so. And you buy them to get them dirty. But, you know, that's not really what I want to do to these machines, but, you know, if Polairs ain't going to make it easy, I ain't going to bother then. You know, fuck it. Fuck those top Zerks, then they can just rot. Fuck it. You know, or if the Ford will probably be due for a new belt at 5,000 miles, whatever the hell it was, whatever the book recommended, they can grease the damn things then. Fuck it. You know. But it probably won't last that long anyway. It'll probably end up blowing. I can't help it. You know. Fuck it. I'm really not going to worry about it, because it's you know, they could have designed a nipple, or they could have put the fucking Zerks on the top side, or redesigned their A-arms, you know, so they could put a Zerk on this side of the machine instead of the inside of the machine. It just makes no sense to me at all. It don't. You know, you pay lots of money for, you know, a good machine, and then this is what you got to deal with. Well, fuck it. It's easier for me just to not grease the damn thing and just let it go until it breaks. Do it Double Strikes way. Don't grease it and worry about it when it breaks. You know, I mean, I'm greasing them to try to avoid them breaking, but, you know, you can only do so much, you know. So, you know, whatever. And I know Double Strike was saying something about brake lines. He got a new one for his 4-wheeler. It says it was too long. Well, they have to be long, because because on Big Red here they're long. Because your suspension will do this as you jump it or whatever, you know. So the hoses have to be able to stretch with it, so they put that extra bit of slop in the hose. So I don't know if he knows that or not, but you know that's the way it is with Big Red. They got like an extra 3 inches of slop here to deal with. So I don't ever plan on jumping them, but you know, I mean, they don't know how. You know, they don't know what their customers are going to do. I mean, there's some customers that are going to go beat the living shit out of them, and then there's just customers that are just going to do, you know, like what I do, and keep them on all fours. You know, I don't plan on jumping them, so. And it's too wore out for that now anyway. So, I don't want to, I'm not buying more parts for it. So, frick. So, fuck it. Hands are just sloppy as a fucking, they're all just packed with freaking grease. Took my shop towels back in because I thought I'd be fucking done. Well, you know what? Just gonna put them all over my pants. Fuck it. I hate having greasy fucking hands. So, you know, I mean, I don't mind getting my hands dirty, but, you know, when you can't get your hands, you know, when you can't do it right, you know, what's the point of even trying to get dirty? And by the way, the air compressor, you can see the little drips of oil. I checked the drain hole thing. Someone was saying that just pop it out, the little bolt underneath, and then let it run for a while. Let it push out moisture. It didn't even push out a damn thing, really. It all comes out the frickin' out the thing because there's pressure out the thing, out the quick catch. So, but I noticed that it was there's one guy that said, well, poke it with a screwdriver because it could be plugged. And it was plugged up. I had to stab it real good with a screwdriver. So I broke it free again, but no moisture came out the bottom, so whatever. And honestly, it looks like to me that the tank had rotted out at one time because it looks like they had a weld job done underneath it. So once it blows, I'll either have to weld it back up again or just get a whole new air compressor. This thing's probably like 50,000 years old, so it's probably. And I noticed that the damn thing leaks oil when you tip it. I had to tip it up on its side. Oil comes out the little hole down here where this flywheel comes into, or this little pulley. There's a little hole right there, and all the oil comes pissing out. So I lost a little bit of oil. Oh well. I guess it's like maybe like an overflow thing or something. I don't fucking know, but whatever. It's to make sure too that the pulley's shaft gets oiled too, right? So whatever. There's there's like half a mile an hour wind, so it's really nice out, and it's like 60 something out. So, but they are talking rain today. So figured I would grease them up. And then maybe I'll take them for a little romp. I don't know. We'll see how I feel. But hey, kitty, what are you doing? But yeah, so I mean, I don't know. You know, it's frustrating because I don't know where to look. Where to look for this crap? You know, I need a longer hose. It has to be the same size hose as what's ever on there now, or the coupling anyway. I don't know if it matters for hose size, but the couplings, or it's not quick attach. It's just screwed on there. But I mean, I don't really know. So I guess I could just take the damn hose off and run the Napa or something. We do have a Napa not too far from us. I could run down there and see what they got for hoses, but you know, I need to be able to have really a long, like, probably at least maybe an extra. I think that's a foot now. That hose there. Well, that's not even a foot, I don't think. Well, the one that Douglas Strike showed me was 10 feet long. I'm like, well, that's kind of overkill. I don't need exactly that much. I need enough to where I don't have to hold the grease gun to put on the grease nipple thingy, or the thing. So, well, just to give me a rough idea, it's probably about 12 inches. It's got kind of a curl in it right now, and I'm just roughhousing it. This fucking tape measure. So yeah, 12 inches a foot. It's only about a foot long, maybe a little over that. I need to at least have another foot on it or something, you know, or even maybe extra 2 feet, you know. Would be fucking nice. But the thing is, I don't like greasing because for one, I can't grease it right, and then I end up all the grease just comes out. It doesn't even go. It doesn't even go through the nipple and into the bearing or the whatever it is that you got to grease, right? It doesn't go through it, so it just ends up sitting on all top of the freaking nipple, and the nipple, because that collects all the dirt and then it packs on the nipples, and then you got to clean them off. And ugh. I mean, even if you do clean them, they're gonna get dirty anyway. They just do, but I can't get the frickin' hose in there right because the hose is just not long enough, and I have to support the weight of the gun on one hand, and the other hand's got to force it in. It's kind of really, it's just awkward. So I think if we had a longer hose, it would probably help because then I could just let the gun sit on the floor, and then use both my hands or something, So, but there was that one guy that had showed me another 90-degree greaser nipple thingy for my grease gun, but instead of like that, it was, well, see, now that thing can rotate 100 or 360 degrees, and can also, I guess can kind of shrink too if it had to, because it is spring loaded, but I mean, that thing's nice because it gives me like an extra inch or two of extra, hose or whatever, It just makes it 2 inches longer, or an inch longer. So that's a little bit better, but, I don't know. I would rather just have more hose. My stupid cat found a mouse. Don't bring that into the house. Don't bring it in the garage either. You can play with it on the road. He caught a stupid mouse. My cats have been pretty bad for doing that. It's just, he's got a little mouse to his left there. I think it's dead, but whatever. Then they bring him into the house or in the garage, and then they chew on him and kick his ass. But whatever. So I won't be greasing them anytime soon. Now I'm done. Fuck it. I mean, it's not my fault that I can't grease them. I mean, I don't know where to look for extra parts. Things that'll make it easier. I mean, it has gotten a little bit easier now since I added the 90-degree bend thing on it. Definitely improved it, but it's not going to be any. It would be better if I had a longer hose. So maybe I'll run to Napa on payday and I guess to see what they have for extra hoses. I don't know, because ouch. Because I don't know, it's just, I don't know what the hell, because, the last owner that lived here, that was their grease gun. Okay, and it was empty. There wasn't nothing left in it, so I had to put a new tube in. And it's been okay. I mean, it's fine for the tractor. The only thing I think I would need the extra hose for the tractor would be the PTO shaft, because that's right in the middle of the tractor, and it's hard for me to to crawl underneath there. So, but in other words, most of the other Zerks I can get to real simple. It's not a big deal with the tractor, but this four-wheeler, it's a joke. I mean, yeah, I can get to most of them, especially on the rear end. I can get to all of them on the rear end, as long as for some of them, as long as I use that 90 there, that'd be all right. But the 90 wouldn't work on the other upper A arms on the front, because they have a bar in the way, and then they have a hole. Well, I thought maybe you could, bend the holes in there and then get used to 90, and it doesn't work that way. So, because they got the nipple on the back, well, that's how you would do it, right? But I mean, it's with that short hose, it's a pain in the ass. I don't know. I mean, I'll get a longer hose and maybe see if that'll solve my problem. But it's just, it's frustrating. Shouldn't have to pop the wheels off to do it. It's stupid. So I'll try to see if maybe I can find a longer hose and See if that, you know, solves my problem. Because it's stupid. I mean, I don't know, but that's the only thing I can think of. You know, is an extra hose. And I bought a brand new grease gun not too long ago. I think I bought that thing last year. Defect of it, it doesn't want to work. So I'm back to using the old thing again. Well, I think I'm going to get me a battery operated one. I'm looking for the smallest one possible. I don't need it. I mean, you got a 12 volt, and then you got an 18 volt, and then you got like a 20 volt. You know, I think a 12 would be fine because I don't do greasing on a daily basis. So, then all you guys are gonna say, well, you don't need that stupid thing, you know. Whatever. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I've seen what the DeWalt, the brand new ones they come out with. They got like a 48 inch, you know, hose on them, or 46 or whatever the hell it was. It was pretty freaking long. I was like, ooh yeah, I could use that. You know, and it's battery operated. Well, you can just keep the thing on the charger all the time. And I think when it gets fully charged, I don't know if it just turns itself off or what, but you know, it's pretty well just like being on I don't know if it's like a tender, if it's just a you know, plain ass charger, but I don't think it would, you know, would overheat him anyway, even if you did keep him plugged in 24/7. You know, and another thing too is if it doesn't matter. I mean, I don't have to keep it on the charger all the time. You know, I only grease probably twice a year, so you know, you could put it on the charger like a couple days ahead of time. You know, and there you go. And then it can remain dead for the rest of the season until I need it again. Put it on the charger a couple days ahead of time. I'm still going to keep my old one here, you know, for a backup, but it's always good to have more than one grease gun on hand, you know, a backup and then your main one. So, you know, a lot of people think that, you know, having more than one thing is stupid. You know, honestly, it's the best thing to do because, you know, if one thing breaks, then you got another one to either replace it or you got a backup, you know. I want to put a snowblower on the tractor because this thing's getting wore out for plowing, you know, Big Red, and you know, I don't enjoy plowing anymore. It's sickening. If we would just get maybe like an inch of snow every time it snowed, I'd be alright, but you know, sometimes we get 2-3 feet at a time, and you have no choice but to freaking ram the shit, you know. So, you know, and I am going to get a little greedy here and take up some more space, you know, to or make more room to get, you know, have more room for snow. Because last year I ran out of stacking space, so can't have that anymore. So that's what we're gonna do. So do apologize for another boring video, but you know, I'm just frustrated again, and so. But if you guys have any you know, like ideas or whatever that I could maybe try, I won't be running to Napa for a while, but so I don't know. Well, I'm not. No, I don't think he would either, because I know that the garage door guy, when he, you know, obviously bought the parts for my door, he sold some stuff at the hardware, you know, because he's got a hardware in there too. But I don't think he sold hoses, because he's not really considered a Napa. He's just, you know, like a small hardware. He just has small odds and ends things like, you know, bolts here and there and some light bulbs, you know, just general stuff you need for a house. So, yeah. But maybe, see, I didn't go to the town. I didn't go way over yonder there to go grocery shopping like we did last. You know, I've been doing that for years, but I haven't been feeling like going because it's too long of a freaking drive, and of course that's where Napa is. So, but whatever. It's kind of out of my way. You know, that's why I was just like having my stuff ordered and brought to me by UPS or something, because you know, we're kind of like in the middle of nowhere kind of thing. You know, if we have to go somewhere, or if we need something, we got to go far away for it. You know, and it's frustrating. So yeah, I'd be paying, you know, a lot for shipping, but you know, I mean, it's kind of the same, because if you think about it, you're spending that extra bit of money. You know, it's, well, usually Northern Tool has like shipping for like $7, but a lot of times it's been like $15, because, you know, I've ordered a lot of shit from them. And that's probably about the same as what I'd be spending on gas going up to the cities. It's about $15. So, I mean, it's, you know, it's a lose-lose situation anyway, but it's just more convenient for me, because I don't have to waste my time going up to the cities when I could be doing something else. You know. So, well, whatever. You gotta do what you gotta do to frickin' survive in this hillbilly shithole. So, but my sister's moving to the cities, apparently. She's trying to see if her new apartment will accept her because of her credit. So, and well, she's moving out of this one that she's in now, because for one, there's no rules, very little, and you got those Indians living up just, you know, right above her, and they're annoying. So they have no respect for anyone else, you know. So then they had asked, I think I've said this before, a few months ago, I was talking about that the Indians or whatever the fuck they were living in that apartment, and they were asking my sister for a ride. Well, they wanted the ride up to the cities, because apparently the dad's mother was in the hospital, apparently dying, and they didn't have a ride up there. They didn't have a car. So, well, we all know that they're like, you know, they're druggies. They like to do their drugs. So, I'm guessing that they probably sold their car to pay for their drug habit. So, but, you know, I mean, for one, they don't even know my sister. They know her very, very little. So, you really shouldn't be asking a person that is a stranger. You know, I mean, if someone came up to me saying, "Hey, give me a ride, take me to California," I'd be like, you know, get your own damn ride. You know, I mean, I'm not gonna go waste 2 days of my time, or however long it takes you to, you know, get from here to California. You know, I'm not gonna waste my time just for you. You know, I don't know you. You know, and along the way, they could, you know, kill you and then steal your car. You know, I mean, you can't take that damn risk anymore. You know, unless you absolutely know the living hell out of them, you know. So, like, you know, like my good friend, you know, that does our fields, cuts our hay and stuff. Well, I know him, you know, very well. So if I seen him stranded on the side of the road, well, of course I'm gonna go pick him up. You know, I'm not gonna leave him there. You know, that's just, you know, because, well, I can trust him and he can trust me, and, you know, and so, you know, nowadays you can't do that. So it's kind of dumb, I think, but whatever. So, yeah, whatever. Stupid world, stupid knobs. But Big Red's pretty much what we're. Oh yeah, and I also checked air pressure. They're fine. I put a little bit in this tire here. She was just a little bit low, but not only by 0.5 psi or whatever, you know. So tire's good. Tires are good. I do need to get a new air filter for Big Red, but I don't think it's gonna happen this year because he's not really bitching and complaining. So fuck it, drive on till he does start bitching and complaining. Then we'll fix it. You know. So drive on till she blows. Like I told Double Strike, drive her till she blows. Fuck it. Worry about it, you know. Worry about it when it happens, not now. Don't worry about it. Like right now, the filter's fine. Well, it could be dirty, but, you know, obviously Big Red's not complaining about it, so I ain't gonna worry about it. You know, if he doesn't run very well, then you start worrying about it. So, but honestly, when I drive this thing all the time, I actually do worry about it, if you think about it, because I'm worried about it breaking down, because that's all it's done to me. It's had problems and breaking down on me. So, but he's been good this summer, and we'll see how good the winch survived last year. Of course, I broke the cable. You all know that. We'll see how it does this winter. But I mean, that's the thing, too. You know, I'm tired of working on the winches. You know, I'm sick of that. So I mean, I've only been doing it for 4.5 years, but well, the winch has used. Well, the winch blew. The very first winch I had, it broke right away too. But it was okay because I was a newbie to it, and I didn't know what the hell winches. I didn't know how to really fix a winch. Well, the cable anyway. I can't fix the winch motor. That'd have to be done at the Polaris dealer. But for the winch cable, I didn't know how to do it. I didn't even think of those clamps. My uncle actually told me about that. He's like, "Well, just use a clamp." I was like, "Well, I ain't got none." He's like, "Well, I got one." So I borrowed his for a while. Then I broke it, or stripped it. Something happened to it anyway, and I got new ones. But I gotta go get more. I only got like 3 or 4 left, and I know that if I strip them, then I'm gonna be low. So I mean, I like stocking up on my shit, so I don't have to deal with it later on. So, but that's why I was kind of hoping to get my hands on the boss plow. I mean, it's all hydraulic. Sure, you got to worry about blowing a hose, but you don't blow hoses all the time. Unless you use the thing, like on like a 12-hour shift, every day, Monday through Sunday, For me, I'm only going to plow when it snows. So, I don't plow daily. Last year I did, but that was just because it snowed so damn much. But this year it could be alright, We maybe just have 1 or 2 inches of snow a month, That'd be nice. 1 or 2 inches a month, that'd be awesome. But we all know that ain't gonna fucking happen. It hasn't even snowed yet, and I'm already frustrated about it because I know what's gonna happen. I'm gonna break my winch, or Big Red's not gonna start. Something's gonna happen. I think the tractor needs work. I think it might need a new fuel pump, or a fuel filter, I mean. So, but fuck it. He just hasn't been running very well. I don't know if it's maybe just because of the cold or what the deal is, but I don't know. I think I'll replace it, maybe next year. If it survives the rest of this season, then I'll worry about it next year. But if it should break, then like the next time I use it, which could be in a couple of days, if it breaks, then I'll have to get it replaced because I'm going to need it. Whatever. So, yeah. And the dumb thing with John Deere, what it did here is that you can't see the fuel filter. It's covered in that silver thingy. So I don't know if you can run it without that or what, because I can't see my fuel filter very well. I mean, that is a factory thing. I mean, maybe John Deere would give you something else, I don't know, but it's dumb. I don't really care for it too much, so whatever. So yeah, anyways, guys, I'll probably end up taking off. Do probably for a 30-minute video. Oh yeah, I'm going to spray some WD-40 on my hooks, because I won't be plowing yet. But pretty soon, I will be. I mean, these already are starting to rust, but why make it worse? There. Good enough. So, next year, hopefully, boys, maybe we'll work on this trailer. I'm going to take this trailer out pretty quick. And, I got to tear out my flowers and till that sumbitch up. Get a flower garden there. Because the flowers are dead now. Well, there's 2 flowers in there. There's one right there by the downspout. That one will go for a wee while yet, but the ones all the way along up to the other sumbitch are dead. Those are the new ones that I planted, but they were supposed to only supposed to survive for the season and then die off for the winter. But whatever, it's fine. So we'll have to rip them out, till them under, and then be done with it for the season. But anyways, oh, this is all greasy. I got the gardens worked up pretty good. You guys will probably be seeing those videos pretty soon anyways, but probably before this, but since it's Sunday, I'm not going to do anything, but should be okay. I think we're gonna have our garden back next year for sure. But I'm gonna work it up a little bit more yet. Well, probably go for a few more days yet until it maybe starts getting colder out or something. But you know, whatever. So, but in it's all right, you know, and it's back to being dirt again. Got a fucking leaf behind my taillight. Damn leaves! I don't know how they get back behind things. So yeah, I still want to do the LED light thing on this four-wheeler, but that won't happen now. But I'm gonna try to invest in that damn rack sometime. The front one, at least, and get the lights put on the front. I need them mostly on the back. But hey, Gary, how you doing? Hi. But I don't want a rack back here because it would be in the way. So I'm gonna put a light in here. This is where a flag holder is supposed to go, but I'm going to put an LED light in there, and then I'll drill a hole here, and I put one there, and then those would be the two. I was going to put maybe a third one in the middle, but I think we'll be alright with just the two. So I can cultivate at night, or plow snow, or whatever I got to do, right? So anyway, guys, I'm going to take off. Apologize for a super long video. That Gary sees something on sees a bird. The bird won. Nice. Good. I don't want him catching anything. Here's the temperature, I guess, for today's. Not too bad. A little over 60, 61, 62 degrees. Cat in the window. So yeah, anyway, guys, I'm going to take off. So I guess have a good day and stuff. So yeah. Thanks for watching, guys. See you guys later.